And this is when I knew that Stacy would not marry Izzy. Right there, after she speaks with her dad and he is dropping her into the church to be handed off to possibly get married, that's when I knew. Because I feel like the dad knows his daughter and she also knows herself. It's all fun and games to romanticize a relationship and make it all about love. Oh, with love, we could do anything. But the dad knew better and she knew better. And people keep saying, oh, I thought this show was about love is blind, love can conquer anything, love surpasses anything. And people fail to understand that it's not because of his finances that she was necessarily upset or annoyed or taken aback. It was because he failed to disclose it to her in a timely fashion. The way he went about handling it, it caused her to not trust him. And from that talk they had, I believe it was episode 9, I knew she would say no. I knew it. And he was so hopeful. Oh my goodness, I hope she says yes. And we see it in this episode. And this is where I believe Izzy felt like he was fighting kind of like a losing battle, and he was being a little delusional at that point. I feel like he knew that she would turn him down, but he was trying to be optimistic. But then time to actually decide what they were gonna do, and guess what? She said no, he said yes. Nobody is surprised because guess what? Social media ruins reality TV. Why? Because people already came to that conclusion. I don't know where they got the information from, but people already knew how the show ended. And they already knew that Izzy and Stacy decided not to marry each other. At least Stacy decided not to marry Izzy. So so basically what was happening was after she turned him down, I think she wanted them to continue the relationship. But Izzy felt like it made no sense. If you say you love me, this is Izzy's words, why not marry me now? What's the point in waiting, right? But I think Stacy's mindset is more so, first prove to me that I could trust you, then I will marry you. And I think that's the difference between both of them. Um, so that's that. That was sad watching Izzy get upset and cry, but I understand why Stacy had to do it. Anyways, let's move. And I feel like people are being completely hypocritical talking about, she was looking for a millionaire. The woman never said she was looking for a millionaire. But what she did say and what we did witness is Izzy not being completely honest with her on his financial status. And to me, that alone is cause for me to say no to a marriage. That alone is enough. So to me, her reasoning completely justified. I don't care who else doesn't like it, because I noticed a lot of people just doesn't like Stacy because of the outburst that took place with Johnny, and they can't see past that. So right now, Stacy's a villain, Johnny's a sweetheart, Lydia is a villain too, but not as bad as Stacy is. Milton is the hero. Izzy is the liar, hobo, and F-boy. So it is what it is. Now let's move over to Lydia and Milton. Now bear in mind, you guys, we were already made aware that they're the one that decided to get married. Why? Because TikTok said it. They pulled up their marriage records and it showed that Stacy and Izzy didn't return theirs, whereas Lydia and Milton did. So everybody knows they're married. We just don't know the status of their relationship as of now, because people were saying that they found it weird that Lydia wasn't following Milton. However, Stacy's following Izzy. And I was simply saying they're just doing that to throw you guys off. I mean, to throw you guys off the ending. And wouldn't that have been the opposite of what you think? Because you think the couple that follows each other marries each other, and the ones that don't marry each other. But actually, it was the complete opposite. And maybe it says that social media following doesn't mean anything, but it could also mean that they did get married, but they shortly dissolved the marriage. But nobody has said that they found any bit of divorce proceedings or divorce documents from any of them. So I don't think so. Also, people were saying that Lydia was posting cryptic things, and they assumed it was being posted about Milton, something of the sort of, if you don't find, if I'm too much, go find better, or if I'm too much, go find less. And they're assuming that that was directed towards Milton, and that meant that there was trouble in the marriage. I don't know. It could have been for Uchi, you know? So we don't know until we actually see the reunion. As of now, none of the people thus far has posted anything really about the ending. Like, Milton hasn't posted anything, Lydia hasn't, I haven't seen Stacy posted anything, and I haven't checked Izzy, but I don't think they've posted anything, and I don't think they will post anything until the reunion. Anyways, let's talk about Milton and Lydia. So, I don't know, I just knew that they were gonna get married to each other. She wants love, and he wants to prove to his parents that he knows what he's doing, right? So I think that need is stronger than anything else. So they're gonna want to see it through, right? So Lydia, nice dress. She says yes. No long story. She says yes. Milton, when he was speaking to his dad, that's when I came to the conclusion that he wants to prove to his dad, because all of Milton's life he's been little Milton, little James, you know, almost second to his dad, right? And I think he's wanted all his life to prove that he knows what he's doing and he could do it better than his parents. I think it's partially an ego thing and partially a I know what I'm doing kind of thing. You know, when it comes to that type of household where you have excellence from your parents, like your parents are highly educated and highly ranked or in a highly prestigious position, it puts a lot of pressure on you now to pick up that family greatness and, you know, move with it and bring the family to even greater, or at the very least at the same level of prestige. So there's a lot of pressure there, and I feel like it's a difficult household to be in. And I feel like Milton has had to find his voice, but I don't think he's had the ability to necessarily find his voice within his family. And we heard the dad say he's been privy to a lot of fights that Big James and his mom has had, and he was quick to say, well, that's not my relationship, that's you and mom's relationship, mine is independent of yours. And he's trying so hard to separate himself from his parents and to be completely opposite to what they did. And maybe that's probably what pushed him into accepting being on Love is Blind, you know, because he needed to show his parents, I may not do it like you, but I can do it better than you, right? Because even when his dad was talking, it almost seemed like he was like, he didn't really want to hear it. He's like, I know, I know, I know, I know. And so the dad is like, okay, well, I guess you have everything figured out. There's nothing for me to tell you, I guess. And I guess it's a 24-year-old type of mindset. But, and he made a comment and he said, oh, people around me are more anxious about Lydia and Mai's impending marriage than we are. Well, it's because we are on the outside and our judgment is not clouded by love. Ours is clouded by complete judgment. Ours is clouded by complete logic. So I think, in a sense, the outside perspectives in a lot of cases are often more accurate than the internal the people within the relationship, because they're clouded by love and emotion. And typically when you are so wrapped up in the romance of love and all these things, you tend to not take into consideration the logical aspect of things. Like, this is crazy. You met in pods and you've only really been with each other for like a month or less, and now you're getting married. Like, who would ever really encourage that? It's dysfunctional, it's crazy, and it might not work, you know. But I think what the dad was trying to tell him was, yeah, you saw us fighting, but we're still here. But I don't think he gave his dad time to finish his thought. He was quick to say, oh, that's you guys' relationship, not ours. But what he failed to try to at least comprehend from dad is, the point is, you need to fight. Fight when you don't feel like, I don't mean fight each other, but fight for the relationship even though you don't feel like it. Fight for the relationship even though you guys have a disagreement. Fight for the relationship even though you may get to some difficult spots. You know, fight for it is what the dad was saying. You know, but he's so eager to prove to his dad that he knows what he's doing that, you know, he was a bit dismissive. Anyways, Milton said yes. They kept panning over to the sister. These people are so shady because they were expecting her to have a crazy facial reaction. Like, I'm happy she didn't give that to them, because these people like too much drama, and I'm not gonna be the butt of you guys' things, because trust me, anything that sister would have done, they would have nailed her to their cross. Why? Because they feel like she was being mean to Lydia. And even now that she smiled. All she did was smile. I still think that people are still gonna come for her because the cameras choose to pan in on her. And she told Milton that she thought the whole thing was bogus. But anyways, let's wait to hear what other people say. But anyways, you guys, that was it. To recap, Izzy, Stacy, no go. Lydia, Milton, go. As for now, I don't know what's come of the relationship. We will have to wait and see. I can't wait for the reunion. Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation that took place. But before I even go into the ending of this, I just want to say that I was listening to a YouTube video. I think it was from a psychologist, and she spoke perfectly about the dynamic with Lydia and anybody. And she was essentially saying that Lydia is very hyper focused on other people accepting her for her. She's so enthralled in someone liking her for her that she has very little patience to like people for people. Case in point, the dinner they had. Oh, Milton, I can't help, I'm emotional. I feel like you're judging me. Okay, fine. But when Milton says, okay, I feel like you're judging me when you always get on me about picking this up and picking that up, it's always coming back to, oh, but no, it's not this, it's not that. So it's like, I think any relationship with Lydia is constantly gonna be you, Lydia, and her feelings. I don't think there's gonna be much room for that other person and their need to express themselves. So, anyways, let's say good luck to Milton and congratulations to Lydia and Milton. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.